handouts. You know, I believe that Aboriginal people are getting pretty sick and tired of handouts and the welfare system. The song that I call "Keep Your Handouts and Give Us Back Our Land." And you can't see life as we do to your right. No, no, we don't come up to your expectation, so all we get is discrimination in you. Yes, you played a song, and the way your life it seems you all despise. When you get to you might think that we already have too much. They say the government has given us enough, but it's one thing you'll never understand. Keep your handouts, give us back our land. 200 years is a long time. 200 years we be toiling the line, but no more. We say no more. No, we got nothing to be happy for. No, no. What we need is our independence, something to keep for our descendants before. For it's too late. No, there's nothing here for us in the end. No, no, no. You might think that we already have too much. And you say the government has given us enough, but here's one thing you'll never understand.
The wind blowing strongly in their faces.
Just keep your handouts, give us back our land.
In the highs of the
We've got to break this chain of oppression. We've got to fight for our rightful possessions.
All over Australia, Aboriginal land was invaded. Aboriginal people pushed and shoved around by government. What happens to Aboriginal people then? It is still happening to Aboriginal people today.
Low living conditions and the bad treatment of Aboriginal people is Australia-wide. It has been forced away from their traditional way of life to live in misery. The living conditions of Aboriginal people wasn't created yesterday. It was created with the coming of the white race. They came in big mobs from all over the world to settle the earth. Souls of their white feet trapped on the shores of Fremantle. Stampede on inland or guarding the spread of their greediness in all directions, north, east, south, leaving their empty burrows behind them, claiming the gold, robbing the Aboriginal land. Gold is magnet
and always will be.
and destruction.
The first guy that found Kalgoorlie. That's not true. We all know one guy's on Kalgoorlie and going right back to the ranges. Up to Northern Territory. Up to Alice Springs, Darwin. They know all about Kalgoorlie.
The white population of Western Australia jumped from 13,000 to 200,000 between 1881 and 1900, by which year
enough.
of Western
But
Australia's
he's one
exports.
thing that you'll never
The greedy London investors bought many
understand.
shares in the government.
Keep your hand
So
and
now,
keep us back
soon the
in.
rich and powerful companies held
I
tight
said, keep your hand and
In
keep
the gold
us
rush
back
that came to Coolgardie, there was a prospector named Leslie Robert Benton. He bought himself 19 camels and found himself an Aboriginal guide who he called Jimmy. He travelled north for 100 miles from Coolgardie until he came to a water hole.
This is the water. The average living home, what you call a plunder.
Never wrote up in history the truth about the Aboriginal being so listen. And I'll tell you why. Before I do, I'm going to tell you straight that I do not exaggerate. And another thing, I do not lie. Now when they landed here upon that shore, they took the man and a whole
We had a
lot
merry time
more
for several
days.
months.
Took our women
Bullets
and
swung
had
away.
their evil way.
The natives retreated, leaving 8 dead.
Against the weapons we had no defense. Then they took there ain't no sense. They just took from us. Never did repay. Took a
North of
man.
Menzies, I buried jelly around the outskirts of my camp. I made hand
All we
grenades of dynamite
know
and
is
shot
blood and tears.
Then the fun began. Spears began to come
Children
from all sides.
crying.
I pressed the detonator.
Sounds
Shrubs
dying
and blacks
in
went
our
up in the air.
ears.
I threw a few hand grenades. No more spears.
And you can't ignore what's
Daybreak, I
happened
walked out
through
to
the
the
years.
battlefield. 14 dead natives. Blood trails
No
thereon.
matter what you do and say, never ever wash away our blood and tears.
Up here about 40 miles.
Blood and
And they can go
tears.
to the water all about 190
You
kilometers out
never
here.
get in a
And
history
they can go
book.
for water back here.
What they done to us is Captain Cook. They killed so many people with such ease.
That he came and watered his camel. And he went up
And as
north
the
from here
days
about
and the years went
4
by,
kilometers from here.
so many more
North
of
from
us
here
would come to
to
die
Memphis,
from all
found
sorts
this
of
thing
things.
undergo.
I stopped
They
my camel.
called disease.
At my feet lay quartz specimens studded with gold.
Another thing that they don't
Filled
talk
with
about
excitement,
how
I
they
jumped to the
built
ground.
their cities
My
and
heels
put
crashed
their
into a
cells.
pile of nuggets.
So don't you
Nuggets
tell
and
me
quartz lay
that
everywhere.
you had
The place
it
was
rough.
literally saturated with metal. I hustled back to the camels for
They fed
seconds.
our minds and our
In
hearts
2
with
hours we
fear.
had gathered up
Took everything that
750,000
we
pounds
held
worth of
dear
gold.
until the
Next morning
time
we
had
started for
come to
Coolgardie to
say
report our claim.
enough.
All day we rode as if we were possessed. We had taken a room at the Palace Hotel.
Blood and
We were
tears.
carrying the bags carefully in when one of them broke.
All we
There was a wild
know
scramble
is
amongst the
blood
loungers and many cries of "Where is your mind?" I invited them to join me.
Children
Champagne
crying,
calls to the tune of 4,000 crowns.
sounds of
I posted
dying
directions
in
at
our
Bedlam
ears.
Brokers. Out of town the mob went in a solid
And
pack.
you can't ignore
rush had
what's
set in.
happened through the years.
This wind-swept, desolate place, which until
No
a few
matter
hours
what you
before
do
had
and
known only the pad of the
say,
black fellow's feet,
never ever
was now
wash
an exciting, roaring camp.
away.
Life ran high and
Blood
tumultuous.
and tears.
Lust, greed, avarice, generosity, hope,
Blood and
despair whirled
tears.
round in a mad dance. Every day teams were coming in by the hundreds.
So if you ever
Camels
see us
loaded with
marching
corrugated
by
iron
with the
buildings.
black, the red, and the gold
34
held
public
high,
houses were erected in 6
don't ever
weeks.
be afraid
The place
to
was a
ask
hotbed of
what
thieving and
for.
lawlessness. The government surveyor came out and
Everything
surveyed
is
the town
gonna
site.
be alright.
Building lots were 30 by
We
50
don't
feet
wanna
and
start
sold
a
for
fight.
884
The
pounds
time
a
has
piece.
come for talking,
I
not
was
for
appointed mayor
war.
and had the privilege of choosing the rest of the council.
Never
The
wrote
raw
it down
town
in
sprawled over
history.
the hills in
The
sun-drenched
truth about the
ugliness.
Aboriginal
Here,
people,
as in
we
Coolgardie,
were always
Kalgoorlie,
here,
and
and
King
here
Douglas
we'll
Fox,
stay.
another chapter was written in Australian history.
The things they done and the things they do
1920.
will all be told, and
My
I'm
father
telling
came down
you,
from
well, all of you get ready for the judgment day.
And my father
Broken
was
belly, blood and tears.
and had come to
All we
change.
know is blood and tears.
My father told me that they were
Children crying,
to prevent one
sounds of dying in our ears.
because in those times they put any Aboriginal
And
people
you're
in
cutting
jail
on
for 2 or
what's
3 years without
happened
going to
through the years.
The law was very crooked those times.
No,
You get an Aboriginal
no
black
matter
people
what you
and
do
send them
and
to jail.
say,
And
never
forget
ever
about it.
wash
Go to Kiwi.
away
The reason that they
our
put
blood
the
and
Aboriginal people
tears.
in chains and sent them down the bottom
Blood and tears.
and trained Moses to Canada.
Oh,
He got promoted and
blood
became
and
commissioner of priests.
tears.
His name is Mr.
All
David.
we know is blood
When
and
white
tears.
authorities wanted to, they took Aboriginal people
Children crying,
and sent them to places
sounds of
nothing less than
dying in our
concentration
ears.
camps. Prisoners from coastal tribes,
And you
they
can't
sent them
know
to
what's
concentration
happened through the years.
prisoners from desert
No,
tribes. They
no
sent
matter
to
what you do and say,
today.
you'll never ever wash away
They sent some to Rottnest Island,
blood and tears, blood and tears,
They had to kill prisoners.
blood and
All the people they got a big barbed wire fenced in.
stories that are true. Nothing but our history and the hardships we've been through. We wanna share campfire stories and not let them wane. We're proud of your culture. We're passing on the flame.
Aboriginal people
Gotta keep those campfires burning, burning oh so bright. Embers of red and yellow, it'll warm you through the night.
police hunt
Campfires burning in the night. I see them on the hill, people sitting by the firelight, morning, noon and night. We wanna share campfire stories and not let them wane.
under legislation
Be proud of your culture. We're passing on the flame. We gotta keep those campfires burning, burning oh so bright. Embers of red and yellow, it'll warm you through the night. Gotta keep those campfires dancing under the moonlight. Embers of red and yellow, it'll warm you through the night. You got to teach your children to carry the policies. Children to carry it on. It's a glow, it's such a flame. And keep the fires burning over again. You got to teach your children to carry the fire still. You know, our campfires are special to us because it signifies home, togetherness, unity, discipline, and manly respect. Around the hunt brought many stories also. The bush played a very big part in all our lives. But since we walked into towns and not concrete homes, did you know our heart turned so hard and so cold to let our campfires? So I think, would you please, let's pick up the glowing torch flame. May our campfires burn over and over again. We gotta keep those campfires burning.
fires burn forever.
There's lots of
When I was inside my mother, her heartbeat kept me whole. In perfect time together, my mind, my body, my soul. But there's nothing so sweet as my mother's heartbeat. My mother's heart was beating when I first touched the ground, chafing my mother's keeping. How I was safe and sound. Out of nothing so sweet as my
No more boomerang. No more beyond. Now we all civilized. Calamine beyond.
He came from the dream time, from the dusty red soil plains. I am the ancient heart, the keeper of the plain. I stood upon the rocky shores, I watched the tall ships come. For 40,000 years I've been the first Australian. Prison ship, bound down by iron chains. I fought the land, endured the lash, and waited for the rains. I'm a settler, I'm a farmer's wife, on a dry and barren run. A convict, then a free man, I became Australian. I'm a teller of stories, I'm a singer of songs. I am Albert Manitou, and I paint the ghostly homes. I'm Clancy on his horse. I'm Ed Kelly on the road. I'm the one who lost Matilda. I am Australian.
And the hot wind from the desert, and the black soil of the plains, and the mountains and the valleys, and the drought and bloody rains. I am the rock, I am the sky, the rivers where they run, the spirit of this great land. I am Australian. We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We'll share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. We are one, but we are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We'll share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. I am, you are.
We are Australian. The story's right, the story's
I
true.
should have walls on it.
I would not tell lies to you, like the promises they did not keep, and how they vexed us in like sheep.
Look what the blackness
Said to us, come take care
where he
here.
wanted it.
Set us up on mission there. Told us to read, to write and pray. Then they took the children away, took the children away,
Before winter months,
the children
the
away.
Aboriginals had their privacy of going to their
Snatched from their mother's breast, take this is for the rest, took them away.
was really done. When I used to be
Well, them in the police
used
name
to say to the
said you got to understand. We'll give to them what you can't give. Teach them how to really live. Teach them how to live their self. Humiliated them instead. Taught them that and taught them this. And others taught them prejudice. Took the children away. The children away. Breaking down all this rock, carrying us all, took them away. One day they all friend came and didn't give a damn. My mom No more avalanche wandering. Is this where?
Earlier this year, a group of fringe dwellers were forced into the public attention. This State Your Case special looks at some of the problems Aboriginal fringe dwellers faced after their campsite in the Guildford Midland area was burnt out. With the support of the Anglican Church, they pitched their tents in church grounds as a protest to bring their plight to public attention. What you are now about to see was recorded at that time. Since then, the tents have gone, but the problem remains. This is their story told their way. The Aboriginal spokesman, Mr. Bob Brofo, has approached many government agencies with little evidence of success, including the Labour Party conference held in Perth recently. Their simple request to be recognised as human beings and part of our community has unfortunately become a very controversial issue. The community is divided, some in sympathy, some in outright racial hatred, which led to the petrol bomb attack at the Lockridge site. Their need is a simple one: shelter and a place in their country that they can call home.
Now the problem goes back a little bit further than that. It goes back many, many years. Now the Aboriginal people that's been living on the fringes of the Guildford town on vacant lots, and under the traffic bridge and train bridge and along the vacant lots along the Swan River, have been here for years and years. They go together with the whole buildings in the Guildford area like cheese and chalk. They've been around a long time. And I look on the white man as a problem creator with no answer to the problems that he's created. And this problem will continue to go on. It came from the past, it's in the present moment now, and it'll go long further into the future until all Aboriginals are called forward, or biggest half of them, to talk with ministers who are in a position to help them and ask them what they want and not what the white man wants.
But they've never sat down and listened to you or me or Arthur here. What we want for our children, to bring our children forward.
But Guildford is our home, the Guildford town, is the same Guildford town here.
It's our home we want.
It's our home we want it.
We want it, that's why we're pitching these tents here for a protest against the white community concerning everybody.
We're only putting this for the police, see? The police is coming here, and why do you want to kick these fellas and shove them in jail for nothing?
Right on the bank of chasing from pillar to post like rabbits.
We need our accommodation because I'm an invalid pension, and I need my accommodation, and I take epileptic fits, and I need accommodation. Yes. So I don't stay with my people in Moora.
There's a bit of prejudice here. I'm begging blood of this one.
Well, I can say this, you know. You see this? That boy there, and this boy here. Now they belong to here. Their father belonged to here. Their father was originated. He come from there. His mother, old Bella there somewhere. It's the mother who born them and kept them here from years and many, many years. I've been going away and coming back. I work on Crisco's factory for a long, long time. I work on the main road. Shire County from Melville.
If you don't mind.
Yes, ma'am. I work hard. Mrs. Trainer will understand. Mrs. Trainer, she knows when Mrs. Trainer used to look after her.
Several diabetics as well as other sort of medical conditions. just through the living conditions that they're living under. It's no wonder they've got all these health complications.
Could you tell me who has supplied the food for them today?
Beg your pardon?
Who has supplied the food today?
Well, a couple of the people just pulled in a bit of money just to get them by through lunchtime, but the other days the people themselves will be paying out of their pension checks and things like that. They'll be buying their own food.
I see. Thank you. Organise all this.
Yeah, it sure is, but when people are in such a crisis situation as this, something has to be done. The people have suffered for far too long now. And, any help you give them, it's for a better life for them.
You want to come on down there with
What would you like to see done for them?
Now. You're welcome. No
Well, what I would like to see would be temporary shelter given to these people, which after all is a basic need of all humans, before the winter season comes, because a lot more of the Aboriginal people will die if this shelter is not given. Now, these people don't want a complex style of life. They just want basic shelter and with the provision of showering and toilet facilities. That's all they want.
Come on, answer that question.
Approximately how many are there, and they don't have these facilities now?
Well, on the State Housing Commission waiting list is about 800 families.
Was you accepted into the white community?
No, not at all. The next door neighbour, there, she was a racist. She didn't like black people. Yes, she didn't like a black woman and her family living next door to her. Well, I'll say the trials I went through there was like hell itself. Every time I'd go out and put a decent personal white wash out on that line, I was stoned.
I actually visited your place.
I was stoned. I was stoned. I was stoned, Ted.
I should be a visit to you and Dick, your husband.
I was stoned while I was hanging the clothing up, it on the back, it on the leg, was stoned from the next door neighbour's children and from the lady herself. Which used to call over and say, why don't you bloody well go back under the trees and live? And when I turn around and try and speak for myself, the police would be there ringing the bell. And I'd be the one to get the blame, not her.
My mother couldn't walk in the streets of Perth after 6 o'clock at night, and she had to have a citizenship pass to do lots of things, and that's the whole sort of oppressive laws that these people have had to put up with, and that's why they're at the situation they are today. They're just destroyed.
What rights do they have? Do they know about any rights they have? Or?
They don't really have any rights. That's why they're forced to put up tents in this Crown land, because every night they're moved on by the police, and it's been happening over the years. The moving on by the police started off at the East Perth gas works there. They all used to camp there, but every night the police used to come round, shine torches in their face and tell them to move on. The police would keep hounding them until the people kept moving on. Well, the people kept moving on until they're right up here at Guildford and Midland, and sooner or later they'll be moved on so far they'll be at the end of the river. They won't be able to go any further. But the situation here's got worse now, because 2 weeks ago an Aboriginal camp was burnt out. The Aboriginal people themselves know who did it, but it's got to the stage now where they're burying their blankets down by the river, so the police won't know where they're camped and can't move them on.
Would you like to elaborate on who was at fault for the burning of the...
No, I won't. They might put me in jail. Oh, Kimberley over there was one who lost everything. He's wearing the same clothes that he had on the night they were burnt out, because he just doesn't want to ask people to give him clothes, so he's worn the same clothes for 2 weeks.
Does he have any blankets or that, or can he get blankets and things like that for bedding?
Well, a few of the church people, the Anglican Church is supporting this group today, and they have, last weekend they brought a whole pile of blankets and coats and things, and people are coming all of the time to bring blankets for the people.
What is their main need at the moment?
Their need is store blankets and cooking gear like pots. They're going to have a big fire and do their cooking out in the open, and cups and just general sort of basic household gear to cope with until they are given either a temporary shelter or until they're forced to move out of this situation.
Do you know of any places that are vacant that they could have if the government was willing?
Well, I don't know in this area. The people have always met in this park and in this Guildford area. It's sort of been a tribal meeting place, and I don't really know. It's up to the local shire and the State Housing Commission to provide that. Yes, the police hop into them with their boots, they kick the women and the men. They don't care. They don't treat Aboriginal people as people. The Aboriginal people will tell you the names of the police too, they know. There's particular police who keep hounding them and hurting them.
Well, the police still coming out Widgie Road, I could say that.
Do you know who started the fire and how and where were you when it started?
We don't know that. I can't tell you about that question because me and Albert come up here and that's when I went and got my money, and I went and changed my check, and all I know is just was burnt.
Completely, right in King's Meadows.
Were you asked to move on before you were burned out? Were you told to move on before you were burned out?
No, we weren't. We weren't told to move on, but we've been told down round that area, yeah. Previous.
Yeah.
Previous.
Police come there and said to me and you, to get out of this place.
The same police each time?
Yeah.
The same
one
police.
Particular one.
Yeah.
One particular.
He's a big sergeant.
One particular chap.
He comes around here and kicks the people around here. He arrests people around this area.
I won't mention his name, but...
Has there been any brutality in the jails?
It wasn't any brutality, but
Hey, of course.
there was...
That boy,
Excuse me?
He was chucked in and he died in Midland Jail. Young Nana.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it's around about nearly three months ago, I think, or more than that. Yeah.
What was he put in jail for?
Well, he was going along over the street over there, and he's like the girl what he was living with. She got hit by a motor car, and he went to try and pick her up, and the lady got out of the motor car and tried to pull her up, and he hit her. See, and he thought that she was going to do harm to her. So she rang the police, and the police come down and just got him and chucked him in the van, and that night he never lasted. He died in the Midland lockup.
And this was 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Was anything done about it?
No, nothing. I don't think anything
done about it because I was in
couple of fits I take. He was in the same.
I was in the same cell with him, and that day when I got released from Midland lockup, that's when he passed away. But the last word he told me to tell you to pack their wife, her sister here, that he'd be out, but the police come and give us the message after.
No government can be master of any one Aboriginal person's mind and his own. It's wrong. He's tried it in the past and he's failed. He's failed miserably. Now, this is where we stop running and we are asking, not demanding, asking for cooperation and understanding for the Aboriginal people that is concerned. A race of people that's looked on as a race of people that should not exist. in the eyes of any white man on the continent of Australia.
Well, it's dreadfully wrong for the government to think that these people is got to sit there and suffer any longer. I've suffered for nearly 17 months after at Saunders Street, waiting for 2 houses to be built. And maybe
What, is any progress done there?
Yes, there is.
Concerning Saunders Street or not?
Very slow, very slow.
Very slow.
Might be another 2 months. But last night from that Saunders Street, we took your brother and my brother to Swan District Hospital, and he had pneumonia and pleurisy, and he's very sick there in that hospital today.
We're asking for land to build homes on, and it's got to be a self-supporting scheme. It's got to be helped by the white governments, but it's got to be our desires and our planning coming out of our own heads. We want to try and solve our home problems. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
And we don't see any future for the Aboriginal children of today. There's none.
No, there isn't. There's different.
Because we've come from the past, we've experienced it, we're in the present moment, and there's no future for us. We only live in the hopes of tomorrow.
Yeah.
These reserves is our last piece of land. We've handed over the rest of the continent willingly, yeah, to the white people. Now, we don't want these reserves closed down. You're creating a problem there by driving these people off the reserves out into the white community, which they haven't got no houses or homes ready for them, and it's forcing overcrowding in the areas where Aboriginal people are concerned. These reserves have been set aside by the early explorers for the Aboriginal people to live on, live in their dream time, live in peace, and live in their own surroundings. They look on themselves as a race of people who was born free, and this is what they want to be.
I see no future for the Aboriginal people of today, judging by the past and the present moment. I see no future for them. We're all travelling into the future in the same boat. My father in the past was a speak for the Aboriginal people. He was a full-blooded Aboriginal. He came from the north. He was reared up at the Swan Boys Orphanage in Mountford Midland. He went to school with Lou Whiteman, which is a very powerful man in this district now.
That's right.
And he's fought all his lives. He's worked for Bell Brothers when Bell Brothers was first started up here in the horse and buggy days, had the drays going.
Yeah.
A lot of Aboriginal people, some of them are still living now.
His father
they've worked for Bell Brothers. And they feel that they are part of Guildford.
I work for Bell Brothers all my life.
They are the backbones of this Guildford town.
Guildford is our home, and that's our one foundation we want.
And another thing is, if you had the time, I could take you right around to where they've been laying around under trees and living under bridges and things, and see the facts as they are. Seeing is believing, but hearing it from any one person or persons is another thing. This problem has existed here all going right back through time. Well, one part of the stage last winter I came here, there was about 28 of them here, all men's and women's. But they was happy with their fire going here, which they call happiness, but not to any human being. And to get away from the water, they'd get them cardboard boxes and lay them down, you know? Try and keep a bit of dampness off come out from the ground, but it's there. Water lays on clay, you know.
The Sunday Times runs a blanket appeal. Do any of those ever get up to Guildford?
Not to my knowledge. No, I've been around this Guildford area far too long, and I firmly do believe that a lot of organisations do get these things in, but they pick and choose who they want to send it out to. The real needy ones hardly see anything of it. I can say that without a shadow of doubt. I speak of facts only.
We're about 100 yards from the St Charles Seminary. You mentioned the people there.
Well, I'm very disheartened at the treatment that Father O'Brien has been giving these people here.
And the letters that he's wrote out was very downgrading to the Aboriginal people, seeing that he's a man of God, he's supposed to be a Christian, he's more or less been reared up with Aboriginal people. I've approached him on one part of the stage back through last year and asked him would he put his name onto a petition to help the Aboriginal cause of homeless Aboriginal women and children, and his answer was that he couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. I asked him would that be an answer from a priest's point of view or just a human being, and his answer was, I'm just rejecting to put my name on there just because I'm a man. This is where there was some old women were here before, living here. One of them old ladies, they're up in the park now. I did have a bit of roughing up here one night here. Some young hooligans come around here and was throwing petrol bombs around here. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the number of the car, so I rang the police. They made a complaint, but they said they couldn't do nothing about it. They said I live here with no protection at all.
How many people are here normally?
25 is living around here. 25. This is the remains of some second-hand clean plates that even went so far as to buy, to eat out of, living under these conditions here. And you see there, that newly bulldozed ground up, that's only been done in the last couple of days, or a week I'd say. And all this was high grass back around there that'd give them the cover to be out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
This was a beddings where they'd bed in at night. They'd have a fire going here, and they'd sleep around there. This was all bush, one part of the stage. Now it's been all filled in. So it was looked on as a camping spot from. It was away from the eyes of the public. This is what they was told to do by the police, to get out of sight, out of mind. Now, they've done exactly that. And when they've done it, this is what happens. They're burnt out, forced to repair inside and in mind. And they're told to move on. To where? That's the question. Where? When I visited the site here after the fire, I found burnt clothes laying around, boxed with these bits of stores, bread, meat, and veggies, even veggies, fresh veggies. It was bought out of their money. It's only a temporary summer camp, but when the summer's over, that's the Barker's Bridges, the winter camp.
There's smoke here now. Is it often smoking like this?
No. This smoke's only caused through a fortnight ago when the place was burnt out and most of the pensioners were up at the park or doing their bit of shopping around the streets. That the smoke was sighted from up the park by me and one of the vacant spot jewellers. And I told him to, if he had any belongings, he better scoot down and see if he could save anything. Which one bloke did come down and he rushed into the midst of the smoke and things and grabbed for a few belongings, and with that he got burnt. Burnt on the knee and around the legs.
Were many possessions saved?
Nothing. Total loss. No clothes, no rugs. Diabetic pills was lost, razor gear. This is where it all started from here. This is your new camping ground, what you thought you'd be safe by getting over there out of sight, out of mind, and the police still follows you up, is it?
Yes, that is definitely. That is
Every ground that say if you sleep here tonight, which is down the meadows, and you told all of them to move on from there. You go to the traffic bridge or the railway bridge and sleep there,
and they come there the next night and move you on? Is it continually pushing you on, telling you, you got to move?
And calling it black. Calling it black.
They finally
We
found
know
you
we're black.
over at Lilac Park and told you to be black.
Yeah, that's honest.
Well, where are you going to move to?
Where can we go? That's my problem. Where can we go?
Big question mark, is it?
Where can we go? We might go and sleep up in a tree like a crow.
As far as the white man is concerned, we don't exist. We're just voices in the dark. And if we stay that way, they're prepared to let us stay there. If we come out and voice our opinions and appear in public, we're looked on as troublemakers. Wrong. We mustn't do it. We better sit down under the tree and keep quiet.
Yes. Well, I was told by that lady at Coolbrook there, go back under the trees where you belong.
Yeah, well?
See? They seem to think that we belong under the tree.
Well, I think the Aboriginal people are something similar to the American Indian. Now, the Aboriginal people have been put out in state housing in various suburbans in the metropolitan area of Perth or in the state of West Australia. And this is where he's turning now. He's turning back and he's fighting every inch of the way back to where he knows he belongs. That's his freedom of choice. He's fighting for land and space. He wants land set aside and he wants space around him.
Yeah.
Where he can't aggravate his white neighbour and his white neighbour can't aggravate him. He's more or less trying to assist the white governments, which are the majority of the people, to solve this problem which the white man's created. Now, since coming of the white man, he didn't conquer, he invaded. He's plundered, he stole, he's broke more of the 10 Commandments than what any other race on the face of the earth of the world has done. He's done it. And now he turned around and he doesn't practice enough what he preached by the Bible. He stole, that's one 10th commandment. He's killed, that's another one of the 10th commandments. What about Judas? Now these things that when he set foot upon the continent of Australia, he had the black book with him, which he called the Bible.
Yeah.
And in that Bible was the 10th commandments. Now he's came and he's broke that law. Long before he came, the black man had his law set down.
Yeah,
he's had his boundaries, which represents the states now. He's had a tree. Each tribe kept to his own surroundings. He didn't go over past that tree or the high hill or a rock because he'd be on somebody else's, on the other tribe's side.
That's right.
Well, this is where all these states originated from in the first place. This is coming from the Aboriginal people themselves.